My name is Jyotsna. And welcome to you all. Welcome to MOMspiration event. Today we have Arouba Kabir with us and Ritu Madaan with us for the MOMspiration event. Welcome everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So on the occasion of in Mother's Day, Disha publication has organized MOMspiration event, and it is co-organized by Frontlist Media, supported by Rotary International, and it is hosted on Pragati E. It's on a virtual platform. So through this event, we are trying to spread awareness, or the main objective of this event is how a mother play an important role in the child's life, their development. And even there on today's session is all about mental health. So we will be talking about women's mental health and their children's mental health. So welcome you all. And we are immensely honored to have you. And first, let's just start with the introduction. First is Arouba Kabir with us. Arouba Kabir, with an experience of 8 years in the mental health field, she has been proactively creating awareness about mental health, its importance and significance by offline and online mediums for a decade. She works with individuals, couples, families, corporations, runs a setup, Enso Wellness, where she focuses on holistic wellness. She has been awarded many times for her efforts in mental health field and and as a women patient entrepreneurship. She has successfully initiated and completed various online series, webinars, and workshops with eminent personalities and celebrities. Aruba's work has been appreciated and published by many national and international publications. She is a daily writer for the many national dailies like Indian Express, Hindustan Times, and many others. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Aruba, ma'am. And we are so glad to have you today. And now we have Ritu Madaan. Ritu Madaan is a mom influencer. So she's a digital creator. She lives in Uttarakhand and comes from the doctor family. She runs an Instagram under the name of Mom's Diary by Ritu, where she has been sharing the parenting experience. So, so when I was looking into your profile, Ritu Madaan ma'am, so I got to know that you came from comes from the doctor family, but you chose follow your dream, and you now you are doing influencing. And after having a child, you started another journey like influencing. So yeah, it's a good thing, and
Thank you.
and we are so glad to have you today. So welcome you all. So our today's session is mental health. Okay. So my first question from all of you: when women enter parenthood, they face problems related to stress and anxiety. How can mother cope with these issues? So, Aruba ma'am.
Yes, it's a very important question, and we often do not talk about it. Kyunki now the most important thing is when a woman is pregnant or has a baby, everybody is congratulating them. But nobody understands the kind of stress they are going through, be it hormonal, be it physical, be it financial, be it social. Every kind of stress they are going through, but everybody is busy in congratulating. Wow, it's such a good news. Oh, you became a mom. But nobody sees the challenges, the issues they are facing in everyday life in those times. So the first and foremost thing I would say that it might be very difficult for a mother to accept it that I need help, because that is what we have heard about our mothers are super moms, right? So now if I become a mother, I feel like, oh my god, my mother was a super mom, everybody is a super mom, that means I am not enough, I am doing something wrong, and that makes me not ask for help. So I would just urge to each and every person, if you have had a child, if you're having a child, ask for help. It is absolutely okay. It's a big transition from a single person to a kind of double person. Now you have one more responsibility which has come out of womb. So it is not only a responsibility of a family member. When that person, when that child cries, you feel the pain inside you. It's not just, I would say that, oh, that child is crying. Mother feels it within. So ask for help. There is nothing wrong in asking for help. You are not a superwoman. You're just a woman who's had a child. A lot of things has changed, not only socially, but hormonally. Genetically things have changed. So ask for help. That would be one thing. Second thing I would say, prioritizing yourself. That is what, again, mothers start giving all the attention to their child. Did my child eat? Is my child feeling well? Bathing, this, that, all the time. But they lose that care for themselves. So do the self-care. Now, you don't have to do the very fancy self-cares, go for a holiday or go for a spa. It can be very simple as that. Take bath every day on time, comb your hair, apply that moisturizer, take that hour of sleep, eat something, drink water, close your eyes for 5 minutes, ask somebody for help. It's very important. So do that self-care, meditate a bit, do some breathing exercises, very small things. Don't just focus on I have to shed off the weight. And that is what I hear from people. I have to get back to my figure. I'm like, forget about the figure right now. Just get back your sleep, get back that skin moisturizing routine. It's very important to do that. The third most important thing I always ask people, it's very common to experience postpartum depression or prepartum depression before having a child or after having a child. So don't feel shame, don't feel guilt. Consult a professional. Your medication is not going to affect your child how we think. You're not going to get addicted. You're not going to keep sleeping and not take care of child. But if you do not take care of those emotions, it might ruin your child's life and your life. So ask for professional help.
Thank you, Arouba ma'am. And you have beautifully, illustrated answer you just gave to us. Thank you so much. So, Ritu ma'am, what's your take on this?
I think mental health is connected with parents and child. Those parents who have mental health issues, they may have more become like a depression, such as anxiety and depression. Those child were more likely to have I think they become disabilities of developmental, emotional. So I think women should take some time for yourself to take care of our family and child. So first of all, we need to take care of ourselves. And
Ritu,
yeah,
we would like to know your first-hand experience when you were entered into the parenthood. And so could you please just share your personal experience with us?
yeah. Actually, this is something because this was my first born, and I was really new for this, and I never saw anyone that in my family that have newborn. So this is something new for me, and I was like, how to manage all these things, how to take help with my family, and in fact my mother also gyno, she was not there for my help. So taking help for my laws, it was something really difficult for me. But asking help is okay, I think, because we need it.
Okay, thank you, Ritu ma'am. So my next question, how can mothers identify the early signs of their children's mental health issues? So let's just start with the Arouba ma'am, please.
Okay, the early signs psychologically we often ask parents to notice is appetite, sleep. Your child might be eating a lot or not eating. That could be one thing. Second would be they are either sleeping a lot or they are not sleeping. They're quite irritated all the time. They cry quite often. They become stubborn. They are they become quite unpredictable with their moods. Mood swings are there. They would start crying and they would start demanding so you really have to pay attention to these things. It's just some people. I was working with this client, a couple client, and they just casually described their child, and they said, oh, she's just in that age where she's demanding a lot of attention. I was like, there is no such age where they demand a lot of attention. There is no such age. That means something is going, something is happening into the child's life that they feel they are not given attention. Is it something you need to take care of? You should talk to your child, maybe just figure it out. Are they feeling lonely? But the children are like, children learn more from our actions than our words. Words are impactful, but they learn more from our action. So if they see that there's a conflict, there's a cold energy between parents, or there's a cold energy between my mother and father, but when the father talks to me, it's normal. They feel it. That can give a lot of mental stress to the child. Apart from that, nowadays the expectations we have from our children, when I see that my child is not giving, does not have focus, productivity, concentration, is quite restless, jumpy. No, ask first yourself, are you expecting a lot from your child? I visited this friend of mine and she has a little baby, 3-year-old, and this child was jumping, throwing things down and all. She's like, she should not do this. I know she does. I was like, if she doesn't do it now, when will she do it? Let, if she falls down from the sofa, she will learn, I don't have to do it again. But let her fall. Why are you stopping her from everything? So we don't let children be children nowadays. It's very important when your child is showing these signs. First, ask yourself, am I expecting a lot from my child? Second, is my child displaying all these things because something is happening at home, or maybe in the play school, or in the neighborhood, or on TV? What kind of content am I showing to my child? I was working with this one child, and the child was having constant nightmares. It was because the mother was constantly watching series which was not a good content for a child. So child actually thought what was happening on the TV, that is a reality. Now they were having that, they were having nightmares because of that. So if you want to identify, pay attention to your child, you will see that there is a change in their mood, in their behavior, in their eating pattern, in their sleeping pattern, how they are communicating, how they are behaving with others. Are they shying away? Are they hiding? These are early signs you can identify if your child has certain issues going on.
So, Ritu ma'am, what's your take on this? What would you like to say about mental stuff?
As a mother, we always notice our child. Every activity we notice that our child doing this thing differently. So if our child like persistently in sadness and drastic change in their mood, personality, and behavior, we can see the difference. And that then signs like lack of sleep, difficulty in focus, concentration, and difficulty in sleeping. These things, I think we can find that this is something not okay. This is not something, is there's something wrong with our child. So we need to go for it.
So, Ritu ma'am, have you ever experienced some issue, mental health related issue with your child?
I think postpartum depression, every women have, I think. And this happened with everyone.
I was asking that have you
Okay.
experienced mental health issue with your child? Just
With
like
my child. No, no, actually, I never faced that.
okay. So my next question is related to the mental health of parents and children. So the mental health of both parent and children is interconnected, right? How do the parents' mental health issues pose difficulty to their child? So, Ritu ma'am first.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
So the mental health of both parents and child is interconnected. Okay. How do the parents' mental health issues affect their child?
Okay. So, as I told you, that mental health of child and parents is connected in multiple ways. So, if parents have mental health issues such as anxiety and depression, then their child may have more difficulties. They in general poor health. I mean, compared to those parents who have good mental health, they cannot give that much care to their child because of their because those children were more likely to have poor general health and like emotion and development disabilities, or like they may have bad experience of violence, or maybe family disruption or divorce.
Okay. So thank you, Ritu ma'am. So Aruba ma'am, what's your take on this?
See, as Ritu said, that it is very much connected how your mental health is, your child's mental health, not only mental health, I would say physical health also gets impacted. Okay. Now, for example, I just put it in an example that if I have anxiety and I'm an anxious mom, I get anxious quite often. Now, that anxiousness will be displayed on my child. Don't do this, don't go there, don't do this. Why are you doing this? How did you do this? Now, how is the child going to respond to me? Scared, anxious, not
Will
knowing
not
what
share
to do.
anything, right?
Yeah. It's very important how I am as a parent. We call it emotionally immature parenting. Okay, if I see my own mother who got married at the age of 16, at the age of 17, she had a child. Now, at the age of 17, you might be physically mature to have a child, but you are not emotionally mature to take care of a child because your own emotions are there. So, when you are tired, maybe your child is cranky, your child is hungry, your child hasn't slept in the night, when you and you're tired of it. So, what do? Shut up! Don't cry. Why are you crying? So you displayed your own emotions on the child, and that should not happen with a parent. As a parent, you are supposed to take care of the child, irrespective of what you are feeling. Otherwise, don't have a child. Because if you are displaying your anxiousness, your stress, your financial responsibilities, your in-law problems, your office problems on your child is not your punching bag. I'm sorry to say that. So, first, get yourself right. If you want to have a child, first be in that emotional mind space that it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I will get tired. I will get emotionally tired. I'll get physically tired. I'll get financially tired. I need my child might ask me 10 times the same question. Do I have that patience? Can I cultivate that patience?
Actually taught us patience. I agree.
It is a lot of patience you need to have a child. We often tell parents that don't tell the child I am going tomorrow. Tell them after 5 hours, after 7 hours, after 10. Otherwise they will come after an hour to you and ask, is it tomorrow? Is it day after tomorrow?
Right.
So
Right.
we try to simplify it for parents. We tell them, give them 5 hours, tell them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and then they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they come after 5 hours. So it's a lot of patience you need to have as a parent. If your mental health is not well, if your emotional health is not well, work on that. Otherwise, you will make the child emotionally incapable of living their life, having their relationships, having commitments in life. You'll make them incapable of that. So if you don't have the capability, capacity, don't do it. If you have now have a child, start working on yourself first before you work on the child. Children are not, people think that I'll fix my child. Arey, machine thodi hai. It's not a machine that you'll fix. It's a human being with
Right.
emotions, with psychology. So they will learn from your behavior. If you're a calm person, they will automatically learn calmness. If you're an angry person, they will automatically learn anger. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so my next question. OCD, PTSD, and ADHD are some mental health issues that usually children inherit from their parents. What would you like to say in this context? So, Aruba ma'am.
No, they don't inherit it from their parents. It's a very big myth. Okay. It doesn't have to be that my parent has OCD and I will have OCD. It is not genetically transferred. Only 5 to 7% of the researchers say that mental health disorders are transferred from my parent. I get it through heredity, but I get it more from environment. If I see my mother being an OCD person, she has OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Now she has some rituals that you put your right foot out of the door, good things will happen. If you put the left foot, bad things will happen. Now the child learns this from their childhood. Right? So it is not that you were born with it. Most of the clients I see, they are not born with that. Or maybe your parent doesn't have that thing. And post-trauma stress disorder, PTSD, we talk, it is about you went through a stressful situation, it left an impact on you. It can be an accident, it can be an abuse, it can be a divorce, it can be breakup, it can be anything. It can be childhood abuse, sexual abuse, economical abuse, it can be any kind of abuse. So most of these things are not by birth. You get these from environment. Now, number two, these are sometimes coping mechanisms for us. These are not diseases as such. For example, if I am scared of your behavior, I don't know how you are going to behave, and now I cannot control you because you're a different person. But I can definitely control how I keep my things on my table. So, how do I become a symmetry person, organizing person? I will keep my clothes properly. I'll keep my pens properly. I will keep my hangers properly because that gives me a sense of control. So, it's a coping mechanism I have learned because I am scared of you. I don't know how you are going to behave with me. Right? I am scared that, oh, if I do something, God might punish me. So I become quite religious. I start praying 4 times, 5 times, 2 times, 10 times. And that gives, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but these could be the reasons. These are certain reasons how we develop all these. Now, ADHD, I have seen parents who do not have ADHD, but children have ADHD. So if it was genetic, the parents will also have it too. There could be cases. I'm not saying there are not, but generally it is not. ज़्यादातर ऐसा नहीं होता है, बहुत कम ऐसा होता है. Okay, that is the reason we all often say that it is any psychological disorder or challenge. So disorder हम लोग बोलते हैं जो डायग्नोस्टिक कंडीशन होती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आजकल हर दूसरे इंसान को एंजाइटी होती है. So we don't say that you have anxiety disorder. We say that you have anxiety challenges, condition or issues. But अगर किसी को डायग्नोज होगा, पेपर पे डॉक्टर ने डायग्नोज किया है, then we say it's a GAD, general anxiety disorder. So same चीज, जब मैं condition और disorder बोलती हूँ तो it's like that. Now every person, you, me, Ritu, मेरे बच्चे, आपके बच्चे, सबके बच्चे, हम सबको इमोशनल चैलेंजेस होते हैं बिकॉज वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. बट जरूरी नहीं है कि हम सबको डिसऑर्डर हो. बट मेरे बच्चे को कल आराम से हो सकता है बिकॉज उनका एनवायरमेंट अलग हो सकता है. स्कूल में शायद प्रेशर ज्यादा है, मेरा शायद टेम्पर खराब है, दादी का शायद कुछ है ना. सो इट कैन हैपन. इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी दैट इट हैज टू बी फ्रॉम हेरिडिटी, बट yes, we have to take care of it. What is the reason that a child has developed it?
Thank you. So, Ritu ma'am, what's your take on this?
I totally agree with Arouba. Like she said, it's not genetically, inherently, like if our family in something stressful situation and we can see the child see their aggression, they automatically convert ourselves in aggression. So I don't know about much about these disorders. Yesterday I read about this, that what is OCD and all these things, and then I came to know like OCD is something that like if your child is doing something repeatedly like obsession then this the thing I actually don't know much about, but I totally agree with Arouba. Like these things not inborn in your child. It just like the environment and your child behave like the same.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ritu ma'am. So, my last question is, what advice would you like to suggest to all the mothers for maintaining a healthy relationship with their children? So, Alva ma'am.
All I would say that take care of yourself. If you are short-tempered, if you are not emotionally stable, if you don't prioritize yourself, that is what your child is going to learn. Be it people-pleasing, be it doing things for others and not prioritizing yourself, be it yelling, be it submissive. What you are displaying, your child is going to display that. We teach our children how to brush our teeth, how to brush their teeth, how to do their homework, how to wear good clothes, how to wash hands, but we never teach them how to navigate the emotions. And when I say navigate the emotions, just yesterday I was talking to this 9-year-old child and she said that I get angry. I was like, okay, so what do you want to do? She's like, I don't want to get angry. I'm not a bad person. I was like, who said anger is bad? Anger is given by the creator for a reason. She's like, then mama says I'm a bad girl when I get angry. So now you see, you are asking your child not to get angry. Now that child tomorrow, if somebody, God forbid, touches her inappropriately, she will not show anger. She will show sadness. But she needs anger in that moment to fight it. So
Right.
she should know how do I navigate my emotions rather than suppressing it. So it's very important if you want any of these things to happen to your child, any of the good things, you have to display those good things in you. You will take care of yourself, child will learn it. You meditate, child will learn. You exercise, they will learn. You eat, they will learn. You can guide them better when you are calmer. You cannot guide them better if you are not calmer. So take care of yourself so that you become a good parent. That's all.
Thank you, Arouba ma'am. So, Ritu ma'am, what's your take on this? What are the tips and tricks you would like to give to your audience?
So I think we need to show our love to our child. Just say them oftenly, like you love them, eat together, play together, and just show your love in any way. Just talk to them, be available whenever they want. That's it. Child wants your love and your time. That's it.
Okay. So thank you so much, Arouba ma'am and Ritu ma'am, for coming today and expressing your views on mental health issue. And I'm hoping that people and all the mothers will learn from this session, and whatever tips and tricks you have shared, they will try to, apply in their life, and yeah, learn from it. So thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Jyoti.
Thank you, Jyotna, for having
Thank you
me.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.